Part 4. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoyan. Chapter 31. Nuwa is Hung Jun's only female disciple. But he was the first to be sanctified. Lao Tzu, Yuan Shi, and Ji Yinzunti. My heart was hit. Senior brother, it's time for us to go out and find opportunities for Hunyuan. Kunlun Laozi and Yuanqi came out of the mountain. Junior brother, we too cannot fall behind, the West is waiting for our great success. In the western Lingshan mountain, Jianzunti also turned into two divine lights and came out. 4 people were dispatched, but only Tongtian was still as stable as Mount Tai. Tongtian's current cultivation level has reached the 22nd level of quasi-saint. It can be easily cut down. The third corpse. However, Tongtian does not have it. There is no other reason. Fenbayan is still refining, and it has not yet reached the time of being formed into a chaos spiritual treasure. But Tongtian is not in a hurry. Outside the chaos Tianhe formation, the Hunyuan saint he couldn't break in. The human race was born. All future saints also came out to look for opportunities. The calamity of the Lich was about to begin. Tongtian thought it was time to make some plans. The 2 Lich tribes must die, although the remaining opportunities and luck of the 2 tribes can be seen in the sky. No. But it is absolutely impossible to give it to Laozi Yuanqi, and Xing Yinzunti. Tongtian focused his attention on the 2 disciples. Duobao has reached the 9th level of the Golden Immortal Realm. Although the passage ape has been practicing for many years after Duobao. But due to his talent, he has also reached the 9th level of the Golden Immortal Realm. As for Na Duobao's mount, its physical body has reached a level comparable to that of Deluo Golden Immortal. Wake up! There was a soft drink. Duobao, the monkey, and Duobao's mount all woke up. Duobao meets the teacher. The monkey meets the teacher. The little beast pays homage to Patriarch Tongtian. Duobao, the monkeys, and others quickly saluted. You have been practicing in retreat for many years, there is no need to stay in retreat. After today, you can leave, Tongtian Dao. Duobao, the Tongbai monkey, his face changed instantly after hearing this. Teacher, why? Teacher, don't drive us away. The 2 people shouted quickly. I am not chasing you away, but the great changes in the past are now a great opportunity for you to go out and compete for opportunities and luck. You can use this to achieve your own status. Tongtian Dao. The honorary position represents one's position in the ancient world. Of course, if you want to obtain the honorable position, you not only need to be strong enough, but also need to have your own power. Originally, the 2 of them were very unhappy when they heard that their teacher was leaving. I was willing. But when I learned that I could achieve a distinguished position, I immediately felt a little excited. Listen, you 2, there will be a lot of calamity in this prehistoric period, which will be dealt with by the Witch clan and the Demon clan respectively. You and the other 2 can choose one clan to go there. Remember, you and the other 2 are here just to compete for chance and luck, not to compete with the 2 tribes. It would be tragic if 2 of his disciples went to the 2 tribes and worked hard for the 2 tribes. So Tongtian specially explained. Yes, disciple understands. The 2 nodded quickly. Duobao, I will give you a treasure. A giant hammer with lightning surrounding it appeared in mid-air. This treasure is called the Purple Electric Hammer. Although it is only an acquired treasure, its combat power is comparable to that of an innate spiritual treasure. With this treasure, combined with the power of you and the evil beast White Tiger, you can kill even the 9th level Deluo Golden Immortal. After Tongtian finished speaking, the purple electric hammer fell into Duobao's hands. Duobao looked overjoyed and swung the giant hammer twice. He immediately felt that its power was as powerful as the teacher said. In addition, I will give you a big opportunity. Having this thing with you will definitely make everything go smoothly for you. In an instant, a purple light appeared. This was one of the 9 strands of Hongmeng purple chi that Tong Tian had won. Although the 2 disciples had good combat power, the 2 Lich clans were trying to gain luck this time. There is too much power. If there is not this broken Hongmeng purple chi that contains great opportunities, I am afraid it will be difficult to gain anything. Thank you, teacher, Duo Bao quickly said happily. Teacher, do I also have a magic weapon and a great opportunity? The thong-armed ape on the side looked at it with greedy eyes and quickly shouted. Indispensable for you. Tong Tian smiled. A stick with the power to shock the sky appeared in mid-air. This object is called the Heaven Qing stick. Although it is an acquired treasure, it is not necessarily weaker than an innate spiritual treasure. It can split the sky from above, and blast the mountains from below. The ape held the sky stick in one hand and waved it a few times. Suddenly, the entire surrounding area was filled with terrifying power. With the Qingtian stick, you can fight against De Luo Jingxian at the 9th level of the Golden Immortal. However, it is difficult to kill De Luo Jingxian. I will give you another treasure. The ape is a ferocious person. If he is not given a precious treasure to protect him for many years, even if he has a great opportunity to protect himself, he may die. My disciples all play a big role in the future layout. There should be no surprises. A red and blue gourd appeared in the air again. This treasure is called the Water and Fire Gourd. It can summon 2 water and fire unicorns, and its combat power can reach the level of De Luo Jingxian. You can use it as a mount, or you can let it assist in killing enemies. The thong-armed ape is holding a sky-supporting stick in one hand and a water-fire gourd in the other. I'm so unhappy. You should also have a great opportunity, I will give it to you. Another purple light emerged and disappeared directly into the body of the monkey. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 32. Thank you, teacher, the thong-armed ape bowed and saluted. When you go out this time, you must remember that you are not allowed to mention my existence to anyone. You are not allowed to come back to this island without my summons in the future, Tong Tian Dao. When it comes to the safety of all disciples, Tong Tian cannot help but be more cautious. If you meet your senior brother Wu Tian in the future, please do not recognize him rashly. He has a great opportunity, and you cannot ruin it. Wuxian will definitely cause chaos in the future in the West, but the prerequisite must be that the 2 people in the West don't know Wuxian's origin. Otherwise, there must be precautions. At that time, Wuxian will have constraints, and he has not even entered a dangerous situation. Is teacher? The 2 of them nodded in unison. Teacher, you said that there were opportunities for luck in the ancient times, why didn't you try to seize them? Duo Bao asked suddenly. In Duo Bao's view, with Tong Tian's ability, if he goes out, he will definitely gain a lot. Tong Tian smiled and said, my heart is only for the Great Road. Duo Bao and Tong Bao said goodbye to Tong Tian, walked out of the Chaos Galaxy formation, and headed towards the direction of the 2 Lich clans. And Tong Tian glanced at the Fenbao rock that was refined by the fire of chaos. Fenbayan was finally refined. Later, Tong Tian prepared to retreat. Suddenly, a powerful aura of the Hunyuan saint descended here. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, Nuwa came to express my thanks. Nuwa's sweet voice came out, filling the surrounding area with a bit of majesty. Fuzai came together to say thank you to his sister-in-law. My sister has finally achieved the meritorious Hunyuan, and Fuxi's face is also full of happiness. Tong Tian frowns. Are you here to express your gratitude? Why do I think you are here to show off? Okay, I get it. I'm going to practice in seclusion. If I don't want to be harassed, you can leave, Tong Tian said directly. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, you gave me the opportunity of the Great Road, how can I say thank you with just such words? I want to thank you in person. Nu Wa's face was a little scarlet. They all said no, it's not necessary. Tong Tian's tone seemed unhappy. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, I have become a Honghuang saint. If you don't let me in today, it's not up to you. What? Is this rhythm still too strong? Tong Tian was speechless for a while. He didn't want to see her, but Nuwa still had to come in. Nuwa, I don't want anything else right now, you can go. Tong Tian has naturally heard that Nuwa now wants to get in touch with him and understand him. However, everything that does not prove the Tao is false. However, Nuwa has no intention of leaving. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, if you don't agree now, it's not up to you. Your formation is very magical, but it may not be able to stop me. Nuwa smiled and said. Yeah? You can try, Tong Tian said with disdain. Nuwa has become the Honghuang sage and can now be said to be the strongest person in the world in terms of strength. However, it is impossible to break through Tong Tian's chaos galaxy formation. However, in the realm of Honghuang, if you want to using strength against Tong Tian does not exist. Then, I will give it a try and break Taoist Tong Tian's formation. Taoist Tong Tian will not be able to reject me, Nuwa said. Yes, as long as you can break the formation, as you wish, Tong Tian Deo. Brother, please step back. Nu Wa said to Fu 11, and then her eyes focused. The powerful saint's pressure came out violently. Break. With a sweet shout, the powerful saint's power blasted out. This saint's power can be felt thousands of miles away. It is enough to imagine how terrifying it is. However, when Nuwa saint's power touched the Chaos Tianhe formation, the Chaos Tianhe formation displayed the power of swallowing the sky and instantly wiped out all its saintly power. Is this formation so powerful? Even his sister's saintly power can be resolved. Fuxi was surprised. Nuwa was also shocked. After becoming the Honghuang saint, it seemed that all the people could be destroyed by her single thought. However, when she encountered Tong Tian and the Honghuang Tianhe formation, she felt powerless. Still want to try? Tong Tian asked. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, I just want to meet you and thank you. Why are you so heartless? Nu Wa felt a little sad. She couldn't break the formation, and if she couldn't break it, she wouldn't be able to see Tong Tian. Hearing the word ruthless once, Tong Tian was speechless. Am I ruthless, or are you passionate? I just want to win the throne. If I am not ruthless, I do not realize the great truth, everything is false to me. Fellow Daoist Nuwa, let's go. We will meet you when I emerge from my form. Nu Wa is very beautiful, no one can compare to her in the ancient times. But if she doesn't succeed, everything is fake. Fellow Taoist Tong Tian, this is what you said, I will wait for you to appear, Nu Wa said softly. Although she couldn't go in, hearing Tong Tian's words was a gain for Nu Wa. Brother, let's go. Immediately, Nuwa and Fuxi left together. Did she think too much? Tong Tian really only said that we would meet. But he didn't mean much else. Tong Tian continued to enter seclusion. Duo Bao and Tong Bao Ape traveled together for hundreds of years, and finally reached the edge of the two races. Their junior brother, which clan do you choose to join? Duo Bao asked with a smile. He, I was born like a demon, so I chose the demon clan, said the monkey with a grin. Okay, then senior brother, I will choose the witch clan. Junior brother, here you and I must remember the teacher's instructions, don't take risks, wait until the two tribes are in danger, and then come out to plan, Duo Bao nodded and warned. The monkey's flexible eyes blinked. Got it, second senior brother. Obviously, he agreed on the surface. However, with his character, he would not wait quietly among the demon clan. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoyan. Chapter 33. After the separation of Brachia monkey and Duobeo. Holding the sky stick in hand, stepping on the water and fire unicorn, flying straight up to the heaven. My name is Tongbobi. Who in the demon clan's heaven will come to fight with me? A scolding sound spread throughout the entire heaven in an instant. Who dares to be so presumptuous? In an instant, a great demon from the golden immortal realm floated up into the air and directly appeared as a demon. You are not qualified to fight with me. The armed ape scorned and struck down across the sky with his sky stick. The great demon in the golden immortal realm immediately shattered his demon body, leaving only his soul. You are so bold, how dare you hurt my great demon clan? The demon general Bai Zi, who was guarding the gate of heaven, showed his anger. The huge demon body ran rampant, holding a majestic giant sword in his hand. Bai Zi is the #1 demon general in heaven. With superior combat power, except for Dijundong, Emperor, the entire demon clan has no opponent. Court death. Bai's demon sword slashed out with a devastating power. The armed ape did not lose a single inch, and the Optimus stick became as giant as Optimus Prime. A stick blasted out from bottom to top. Bai Zi demon general is Deluo Jinxian. But although the Viper is only in the realm of golden immortal, the physical body of the soul has been tempered by the fire of chaos and has long been comparable to the great Luo golden immortal. Now with the support of the sky stick, facing an existence like Bai Zi, it is not at all inferior. A loud noise was heard. A powerful wave of air swept thousands of miles, and many little demons were knocked back by the powerful attack of the two people. You are qualified enough to fight me. The fighting spirit of the monkeys rose sharply. The power of the sky-raising stick swept wildly. For a moment, two people were fighting in the heaven. The violent bombardment of power caused a series of loud noises. Many big monsters and monsters all approached. Daijun and Donghuang also stared at them. This monkey is so powerful, it can actually match Bai Zi's combat power. Dijun was surprised and asked second brother, what do you think of this monkey joining my heaven, Donghuang? Eyes darkened. This monkey has good fighting power. If he is trained, he will definitely be a warrior in heaven. But he doesn't know his birth and origin. I'm afraid it would be inappropriate to let him join heaven. What can be wrong? Our heavenly court will fight against the witch clan in the near future. How can such a powerful general be allowed to leave? Donghuang has a cautious character, but Daijun has no scruples. The battle between the two has reached a fever pitch. Bai Zi is getting more and more frightened as he fights. A monkey in the golden fairy realm, his physical soul is not weaker than him. If this monkey being with Deluo Jinxian, I am afraid that I have been defeated long ago. Bai Zi has been fighting for so long, and his mana has been consumed a lot, and his momentum has gradually declined. But the fighting spirit of the monkey is indeed getting stronger and stronger. This is the monkey, one of the natal magical powers. The more you fight, the braver you become, and you will never give up until you die. At this moment, many demon clans in the heavens saw how ferocious the ape was, and they admired it in their hearts. This is how the demon clan is, they respect whoever is strong. After playing for so long, it's enough. Next, it's time for you to die. The Tonga Biao monkey shouted fiercely, and directly summoned the water and fire unicorn. As soon as the water and fire unicorn came out, the Tonga Biao monkey's power surged, and there was murderous intent on his face. Bai Zi's face changed, and he had already felt the crisis of death. However, at this moment, stop it! As the words came out, a powerful force of the sun's true fire law filled the air. The ape and Bai Zi were frozen in the void. Facing such a terrifying power of the sun's law, the ape did not show any fear, but instead there was a hint of unnoticeable pride in his eyes. "See the Emperor of Heaven," Bai Zi saluted quickly. "Please stand down. As the number one demon general in heaven, you can't even defeat a golden immortal." "How shameful," Dijun's tone sounded very angry. Bai Zi's face turned pale and he didn't dare to say anything anymore. "Thread-armed ape, you are so powerful, how about staying in my heaven?" Dijun asked with a smile. "Stay in your heaven? What honors and benefits can you give me? If there is no benefit to being an ordinary demon soldier, then forget it." Thread-branched ape curled his lips and said. "How can you be a demon soldier with your fighting prowess? How about I give you the position of demon general and 2 acquired spiritual treasures," Dijun said. "If so, then I will stay in heaven," Thread-branched ape said with a proud smile. "After today, you, the arm-armed ape, will be the arm-armed demon general of my heaven. See the demon general with arms. Meet the demon general with arms." After the emperor's canonization, many little demons and big demons who admired the ape immediately paid homage. Compared with the domineering appearance of the ape, Duobao was much more plain. "Since you are willing to join our witch clan, then go with our great witch Chiyu Ziuwu," Daijun said calmly. "Good," Duobao nodded. Tongtian on the desert island used his magical power to see into the world and watched the Tongbao monkey and Duobao successively. "This monkey is really cunning," Tongtian smiled. The tyrannical monkey appeared impulsively, but in fact it was wisdom. If he took the initiative to join the demon clan like Duobao, he would be able to obtain the position of a great demon. But now he has been conferred by Emperor Jun personally as a demon general position, and also harvested 2 spiritual treasures, taking all the benefits and honorable position. "Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoyan." Chapter 34. The prehistoric times do not remember years. A UN will pass in the blink of an eye. The 2 tribes of lich and witches finally began to have constant friction. Almost every day, there would be several small-scale battles between the 2 clans. As a result, Honghuang became extremely chaotic. The Prince of the East, who was once appointed to be the head of the male immortals, and the Queen Mother of the West, who was the head of the female immortals. He began to summon the prehistoric immortals, intending to gather strength to suppress the demon clan and witch clan, and reorganize the new order of the prehistoric world. On a desert island, Tongtian, who had been in seclusion for a yuanhui, woke up again. The enlightenment tree on the island has reached a height of 10,000 feet, and the branches are covered with enlightenment tea leaves. As for the Fenbayan that had been refined by the fire of chaos, after a yuanhui meeting, it was finally more than half refined. I wanted to use my magical power to see into the world and observe my 3 disciples. Unexpectedly, suddenly outside the Chaos Tianhe formation, a group of Taoists came. "Dare I ask which fellow Taoist is in the formation?" A sound came quickly. Tongtian immediately stared outside the Chaos Tianhe formation. Outside the formation, there were more than 10 Taoists, 5 of whom were the 5 Taoists from Liushan Dianthusco who had escaped by chance. Now this 5 of them have reached the realm of Deluo Jingxian. Most of the remaining Taoists are also in Deluo Jingxian. But there is only one person who is the quasi-sage who beheaded 3 corpses. This man Tongtian has seen in Zixiao Palace. He is the leader of the male immortals is Dongguangong. Dongguangong and the Queen Mother of the West were worried about the immortals of the Great Wilderness, and many immortals at the level of Deluo Jingxian were also summoned. But none of them reached the level of quasi-sage or above. Dongguangong also brought the quasi-sage. He knew the powerful people walked around in person, but without exception, these powerful people either avoided or were unable to come out. The demon clan is powerful, and the witch clan is also powerful. The East Prince knew very well that he and the Queen Mother of the West could not suppress them at all. He had to find a few great power. However, there were no great powers that he knew. It happened that Duke Dongwon learned from Lu Daoran that there was a very powerful power here, so he came in person. Ding. The detection host encounters the East Prince, who comes to invite the Demon Clan and the Witch Clan to be suppressed, and is given two choices. Choice 1, immediately transform, step out of the formation, lead the Eastern Prince and all the immortals, suppress the Demon Clan and the Witch Clan forcefully, and become famous in the sky. Reward, 2 innate treasures. Choice 2, refuse to transform and refuse the invitation of Duke Dong. Then continue practicing in seclusion. Reward, Water Dragon Ball. If you don't realize the Dao, you will never change your form and establish a religion. The heart of the Dao is indestructible. Tongtian clicked on the second choice. I, reach the sky. Tongtian's indifferent voice came out. Yes, it's this senior. In front of a Yuanhui, it was this voice. Taoist Lu and several others said quickly. Others have never heard the name Tongtian, so naturally they don't know what kind of existence Tongtian is. But Dong Wanggong's expression changed with shock. The mystery and power of Tongtian have been revealed since the first lecture at Zixiao Palace. Then it became known to everyone. Prince Dong never thought that he would find the dojo of Tongtian this time. Prince Dong has met fellow Taoist Tongtian. After Prince Dong bowed, he continued, fellow Taoist Tongtian, now that the Lich cholera has broken out again, I have the responsibility of supervising all the immortals. I want to summon a group of immortals to suppress the two clans of demons and witches. I wonder if you would like to join me. Not interested in. Tongtian refused directly. Not to mention that you, Prince Dong, are just a guy who uses chicken feathers as arrows. Let's just say, with your little capital, Prince Dong also wants to suppress the Heavenly Court and the Wu clan. Where did you get the courage? Liang Jingru? This senior, Prince Dong, is the head of the male immortals and has the responsibility of supervising all the immortals. How dare you refuse Prince Dong? A Deluo Jingxian Taoist had a look of accountability on his face. How dare a Deluo Jingxian accuse Tongtian? He just finished speaking. Suddenly a thunderous voice shouted out. I'm talking, do you have the right to interrupt? Die. In an instant, a fire of chaos blasted out. The great Luo Jingxian was swept away in an instant. The pain of burning the soul and Tao body was so terrifying. Duke Dong, save me. The great Luo Jingxian howled in agony. Upon hearing this, Duke Dongwon quickly used the power of law to push back the fire of chaos. But the power of law was unable to do anything to the fire of chaos. Dongwon Gonglun. The strength can only be regarded as mediocre among many great powers. How can it have the strength to shake the fire of chaos that reaches the sky? In the blink of an eye, the Deluo Jingxian Dao body soul was burned into nothingness. In an instant, a group of Deluo Jingxian including Daoist Lu and others were extremely frightened. Those who wanted to scold them all shut up and quickly retreated thousands of miles away. Prince Dong on the side was also stunned. A flame reached the sky and killed a Deluo Jingxian in front of them. Duke Dongwon, take your people and get out of here quickly. Your chicken feather arrows are of no use to me. If you are nagging, I will kill you all. With the scolding, the murderous intention spread thousands of miles away. Originally, Tongtian just wanted to refuse and let Dong Wanggong find his own way and leave. But the short-sighted Deluo Jingxian provoked his anger. Fellow Taoist Tongtian, what else did Prince Dong want to say? But I felt that this murderous intention could make me die, and I didn't dare to say anything for a moment. If fellow Taoist Tongtian is not willing, then Duke Dong will say goodbye. Dong Wanggong quickly left in a panic with more than a dozen Taoists. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the Great Way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 35. After getting the Water Dragon Ball, Tongtian looked at the system panel. Cultivation, Quasi-Saint level 22 beheading the corpse. Cultivation technique, the supreme method of chaos power. Spell, the technique of enlightenment magical. Powers, fire of chaos, divine palm splitting the sky, insight into heaven and earth, capture the sun and the moon magic. Weapon, sun and moon pearl, Hunyuan golden dough, chaos pearl, 9 dragon cauldron, Zuxian 4 swords, Fenbayan, opening G pearl, 6 soul flags, heart-piercing treasure lock, water dragon pearl. Then, Tongtian used his magical power to see into the world. Wuxian already has a certain degree of respect in the West. But Buddhism is still established, so it has not yet had any connection with Jianzunti. Duobao is among the witch clan and gets along with the great witch Chu every day. He was rejected at first. But over time, the great witch Chiyu has regarded him as a member of his own tribe. To say that among the 3 disciples, the one who got along the best was the ape. The monkey has a fierce personality, but it is also loyal. Many little demons and big demons have come under his command. So far, except for Bai Zi and a few others, no one can match his position in the demon generals. The prehistoric times do not remember years. Thousands of years passed in the blink of an eye. The Duke of the East and the Queen Mother of the West finally gathered all the immortals. Although among the 10,000 immortals, apart from the 2 of them, there is no other great power. But such power is already strong in their opinion, enough to fight against the heaven. Dongguangong's dojo. Meet the head of male immortals. See the head of the fairies. 10,000 immortals saluted with a rainbow-like momentum. The faces of the East Prince and the Queen Mother of the West were filled with pride. Everyone, now that the Taoist ancestors have joined the way of heaven, the 2 clans of lich and demons ignore the Taoist ancestors' prohibition and intend to disrupt the ancient world. As the head of male immortals and the head of female immortals, Queen Mother 11 and I have supervisory responsibilities, and we will never ignore them. Today I make a vow that the Queen Mother of the West and I will suppress the demon clan, level the witch clan, and rebuild a new order in the wild. Everyone is willing to follow along. The voices of Duke Donghuang spread thousands of miles away. I am willing. Since Wang Xian is here, he has naturally stood on the same line as Dongguangong. Okay, since everyone is willing, we will fight the demon clan first. Everyone, follow me to heaven. Dongguangong's momentum was overwhelming, and he flew up across the sky. Tens of thousands of immortals followed closely behind him. In the heavenly court. Report to the Emperor of Heaven that Duke Donghuang brings tens of thousands of immortals with the intention of suppressing our demon clan. A big demon bowed his head and said, Prince Dong comes to suppress our demon clan. Dijun was stunned. It wasn't because he was frightened or surprised. It was because he couldn't understand what Duke Donghuang was. A leader of male immortals that no one took seriously, actually came to their heaven to seek death? Second brother, what do you think? Dijun asked with a smile towards Donghuang. Donghuang looked a little serious. Since Donghuang is seeking death, then we too will help them. Okay, let's have a fight. Look at the rabble gathered by Duke Dong, how many days can they withstand the killings of our demon clan? The murderous aura of Emperor Jun is concentrated. It has to be said that the demon clan can take charge of the heaven, not only because of the strength of Emperor Jun and Donghuang. It is also because the demon clan is very strong overall, with a murderous personality and strong combat power. Bai Zi, Tongji Ape, and the other demon generals, please gather the big demons and follow me to challenge the East Prince, Dijun ordered and shouted. Yes. All the demon generals nodded. Among them, the fighting spirit of the apes was rising steadily. They have been in heaven for a long time, and since the first battle in heaven, there have been very few battles. Even if they fight, they are all boring, almost no one can take a blow from him. But it's different now, there is going to be a big war. Of the 10,000 immortals, there must be a few who can fight with him. Outside the heaven, The East Prince and the Queen Mother of the West led the 10,000 immortals and looked at looks very impressive. Emperor Jun, Donghuang, you and others do not respect the prohibition of Tao ancestor and have disturbed the ancient world many times. Today, I, Queen Mother of the West, come to suppress your heaven as the head of male immortals and the head of female immortals. The words of Duke Dong fell. Emperor Jun and Duke Dong came out angrily. Prince of the East, Queen Mother of the West, who gave you the courage to threaten to suppress my heavenly court? With a rebuke, the heaven and earth shook. All you demon generals, take action. The emperor's order came out. The demon generals led the demon soldiers and the demons directly started to fight. Prince of the East, Queen Mother of the West, die. Two powerful sun-fire laws violently blasted towards the East Prince and the West Queen Mother. But in the blink of an eye, the four of them were fighting together. Although the East Prince and the West Queen Mother had already killed 3 corpses. But the law their strength is far weaker than that of Dijun and Donghuang. The battle has just begun, but the two have already fallen into a disadvantage. 10,000 immortals and demon generals have also begun to fight. The most fierce among them is Tong Arm. Apes. The apes become more courageous as they fight, as well as their magical powers such as capturing the sun and the moon. They are already powerful enough to fight against the great Luo Golden Immortal. With the support of the Sky Stick and the help of the Water and Fire Unicorn, the power is even more powerful. Although it is still the 9th level of the Golden Immortal, but facing the Luo Jinxian of the 1st and 2nd levels, he almost killed them instantly. The Luo Jinxian of the 8th and 9th levels only took a moment. In just a few days, more than 100 Luo Jinxian died at the hands of the monkey. The other demon generals can kill several of them have reached the sky. Moreover, each demon general consumes most of his mana, and his combat power is getting weaker and weaker. On the other hand, the magical power of the ape monkey, the more he fights, the more brave he is, allowing him to maintain a strong combat power. He killed more than 100 Luo Jinxian, and he was still strong. Fierce. Above the void. The Queen Mother of the West and the Prince of the East have already suffered serious injuries in their Dao bodies. Prince of the East and Queen Mother of the West, you two alone dare to threaten to destroy my heaven. What a big joke. Even if I give you 100 yuan, I don't have the qualifications. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 36. Dijun made sarcastic sounds. The faces of Dong Guanggong and Zhuang Muo, who were injured by Taoism, were even more ugly. Emperor Jun, don't go too far. Dong Guanggong shouted loudly, and the power of law surged wildly. So what if I deceive you? Emperor Jun was domineering and powerful, and blasted out a ray of Sun's true fire law. He easily defeated Dong Guanggong's attack. The two sides fought. Although the other powerful people did not participate, they were all watching here. And I, Yuanqi, took the lead. Zunti, these are the people who are paying attention here. Senior brother, when these two parties are fighting, can we help each other? Yuanqi asked. The battle here will definitely become more chaotic if we intervene. So it's better to stay out of it. Moreover, we are now looking for opportunities and luck to achieve enlightenment, and other things have nothing to do with us. I said with a serious face. I have already seen that the East Prince will lose in this battle. And I have a high vision. There is nothing he likes about the East Prince. There is something about the monster clan, they couldn't think of it. So they just said not to get involved. If there were really big benefits and big opportunities, how could they say it had nothing to do with him? I don't like it, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it. These two guys are too plucked. When encountering mountains and sky, when encountering water and sky. It can be said that these two things are completely irresistible. I see that among the 10,000 immortals of the Eastern Prince, many of them are people who have a destiny with me in the West. Senior brother, should we wait until Duke Donghuang is defeated and then go and extradite him? Zunti said. That is natural. People who are destined to me in the West, how can I let them miss their destiny with me in the West? Ji Yin nodded seriously. The battle between the two parties was finally coming to an end. The tens of thousands of immortals summoned by the East Prince and the Queen Mother of the West were beheaded by the monsters. Thousands were killed, and thousands more were scared away. Now only a few hundred are left. Moreover, these hundreds are still being consumed by the demon clan at an extremely fast speed. The East Prince and the Queen Mother of the West in the void were seriously injured one after another, their souls were dimmed, and the power of the law was weakened by several %. Queen Mother of the West, we can't win this battle, leave quickly. The current Duke of the East is in huge contrast with the proud appearance before, and he is in a very embarrassed state. After saying that, the Duke of the East hurriedly ran away. The Queen Mother of the West did not dare to hesitate at all, and fled in a hurry. With great momentum 10,000 immortals, completely defeated. It only lasted a few days, and then it was gone. What a disappointment. Seeing that there is no one to fight with, the Viper said with disdain. Many demon generals on the side were stunned. You have killed at least hundreds of Deluo Jinxian, and you haven't killed enough yet? When they were stunned, everyone felt that they had something to do with it. There was a bit of awe. After the East Prince and the Queen Mother of the West fled, they each hid in the dojo and did not dare to go out at will. And the reception and Zunti of the West finally began the sentence that spread throughout the world. Fellow Taoist, you have a destiny with my West, join my West. Ji Yin and Zunti stopped many immortals. They promised various great opportunities and honorable positions, and used the intimidation of heaven to break them. Many immortals gathered in the West. This battle, for the two of them, Yan Ke has gained a lot. He even tasted the benefits brought by the war. On the deserted island, during the battle of 10,000 immortals, Tong Tien also used insight to see the world. Although he knew the result, he couldn't help but curse Dong Wanggong. Idiot. The scene of taking away many immortals with Yin and Zunti was of course noticed by Tong Tien. These two people have tasted the benefits of the war, and they should start to think of ways to trigger the Lich War. It's just that they planned hard, and finally saw their luck being taken away by my disciples. The expressions on their faces must have been wonderful at that time. In the past, what really gave the West a sign of revival was the remnants of the demon clan that Ji Yin and Zunti extradited in the battle between the Lich and the Lich, as well as the remaining magic weapons and spiritual objects of the two Lich clans. And Laozi and Yuanqi were also there. There are many benefits. After the battle between Dong Guanggong and Tian Ting, Tong Tien felt bored and prepared to practice in seclusion to strengthen his body and temper his soul. However, a cold laughter appeared in the Chaos Tianhe formation. Jinling, Wuodane, you two can't run away today, just follow me back to the cave to practice the supreme way. This sound came out. The aura of Tong Tien condensed. Holy Mother of Golden Spirit and Holy Mother of Wuodane? These two were his female disciples in the previous life, and they were loyal to themselves. In an instant, Tong Tien stared out. I saw two beautiful fairies, being raped. A Taoist filled with Yinsha aura chased after them. Two beautiful fairies looked frightened. They tried their best to escape, but the two of them could not reach the realm of true immortals. The Yinsha Taoist behind them was already at the level of Deluo Jinxian. Jinling, I'm afraid we won't be able to escape today. Wuodane's face turned pale. Humph, if that bad Taoist is caught by him, I would rather die. A look of determination appeared on Jinling's face. Ding, when the detection host encounters Jinling Wuodane, two options are given. Choice 1, don't ask questions and miss the opportunity to recruit a disciple. Reward, an innate treasure. Option 2 is to directly kill Taoist Yinsha, rescue the two of them, and then accept him as his disciple. Reward, the acquired treasure flying golden sword. An innate treasure, I want him to lose 2 disciples to Tongtian. Absolutely impossible. Tongtian chose the second one without hesitation. Outside the Chaos Tianhe formation, Taoist Yinsha finally intercepted the two. Haha, I finally caught up with you. Taoist Yinsha laughed happily. But the next moment, a shout came out. So what if you catch up with them? I'm here, you can't hurt them at all. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 37. The two women, who were originally frightened, suddenly saw hope when they heard Tongtian's voice. Senior, Senior, save us. Jinling and Wudaing requested. Since I have appeared, I will naturally save you, so there is no need to worry, Tongtian smiled. Who are you, dare to interfere with my Yinsha Taoist affairs? Looking for death, Yinsha Taoist shouted sharply. Evil Taoist? I haven't heard of it, but it doesn't matter anymore. After today, there will be no such thing as you in this ancient world, Tongtian's indifferent voice came out with a chilling air. After the words fell, a terrifying power of law burst out. The power of law. Taoist Yinsha's face changed in shock. Faced with the law, Deluo Jingxian could only die. Senior, spare me. Before the words of begging for mercy could be uttered, the law of power crushed him forcefully. The Yinsha Taoist soul and Taoist body completely turned into nothingness. This senior is so powerful. Jinling Wudaing and the two of them looked surprised. Come in, you two. Tongtian's words came out. Jinling and Wudaing felt dazed for a while. Then the scene in front of them changed and they entered the Chaos Tianhe formation. Where is this place? The two of them looked a little confused. This is my dojo, Tongtian Dao. Senior? Where are you? Jinling Wu thought that if Tongtian could kill the Yinsha Taoist with one blow, he must be an expert. But now that Tongtian has not transformed, they searched around and did not see the expert they were thinking of. I am right in front of you. Tongtian's true body shows supreme majesty. Senior? You, have not transformed yet. The two women looked curious. I have determined not to change my form until I realize the great way, Tongtian said with a smile. The two women are no more than true immortals, and they have only transformed for 1,000 years. For the prehistoric Jiyuanhui, the two women are still very young. Therefore, Tongtian does not care about the curiosity of the two women. Are you two willing to accept me as your teacher? Tongtian asked. The two women were stunned for a moment. Then their faces were full of surprise. They had already felt Tongtian's strength before. How could they not be willing? Jinling, Wudaing, meet the teacher. The two girls quickly bowed obediently. From today on, Jinling, you are my 4th disciple, and Wudaing, you are my 5th disciple. There are 3 senior brothers above you who are seeking their own opportunities and honorable positions. You will have the opportunity to meet them in the future. Tongtian said. Now, I will teach you the exercises, and you will practice here. As he said that, Tongtian transmitted the mysterious skills of Wan Dao to the minds of the two of them. This teacher's technique is so mysterious. Although the two women are not very high in cultivation, they can already distinguish the strength of the techniques. The teacher is so kind to us. The two women were filled with gratitude. This technique can allow you to achieve Deluo Jingxian. When I perfect this technique one day, I can kill corpses and become a quasi-sage. Now you two sit down and start practicing. I will use the fire of chaos to temper your bodies. The prehistoric times do not remember years. $1 will pass. It takes a Yuanhui time to receive Yin and Zunti. First, he planned the cruel plan of exterminating the human race and forging a witch-slaying sword. 90% of the human race's casualties made Nuwa furious, and she directly drew a clear line with the demon race. Later, he planned a 10-day trip for the demon clan, which finally triggered Houyi to shoot the sun. Ding. Detect the imminent birth of the Lich and Lich clans and give them two options. Choice 1, immediately transform into another person, choose a party to help in the name of Tongtian, and spread the name of Tongtian. Reward, an innate treasure. Choice 2, refuse to transform and continue practicing to lead to the Great Road. Reward, magical powers that change the world. Transformation will definitely not transform. The heart of the avenue is indestructible. Tongtian chose the second one without hesitation. The magical power changed the world and immediately came to Tongtian's mind. Knowing the power of this magical power, Tongtian was shocked. This magical power has no any attack power, but it has an ability that is almost heaven-defying. The use of magical powers can change all the breath of oneself, and the physical body of the soul can be changed. Even the saint who has proved the Hunyuan can't see the slightest clue. This magical power came at the perfect time. Although arrangements have been made for the disciples for this catastrophe, I am afraid it will be dangerous. But with this magical power, the heavens can guarantee that the two of them are absolutely safe. Even if it is to lead Zunti, I, Yuanqi and others will personally take action. There will be no threat to the Tongbo Ape and Duobeo. At the junction of the two Lich clans, 9 golden crows covered in flames were killed by Houyi's arrows. Only the 10th golden crow, Liuya, escaped. Dijundong, when the emperor learned about it, he immediately became furious. Wu clan, if you dare to shoot and kill my 9 sons, I will let your Wu clan be buried with you. A roar spread throughout the world. All demon generals, follow me to fight against the Witch clan. I will never give up until I destroy the Witch clan. The great demon of the demon clan, the demon general, is dispatched. Among the Witch clan, just kill the 9 golden crows. If you want to fight, Emperor Jun, then I, the Wu clan, will accompany you. Dijiang roared, like thunder exploding. Witch clan, go to war. The 12 ancestral witches led all the great witches and witch soldiers of the Witch clan to rush out. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the Great Way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 38. The calamity of heaven and earth has awakened many people who were practicing in seclusion. Even Jinling Wudaing in the Chaos Tianhe formation was not spared. Teacher, what's wrong? Why was there an invisible force between heaven and earth that made our hearts palpitate just now? After Jinling and Wudaing woke up, they went directly to Tongtian and asked. Because of the birth of Jiajia, great changes occurred in the ancient times. Tongtian Dao. Measuring calamity? What calamity? Jinling asked. Lich measures calamity. In this calamity, the two races of Lich and Witch will be completely wiped out. Tongtian smiled. When the two women heard this, they were very surprised. She had heard of the two tribes of Lich and both were powerful races. This calamity would actually lead to the total annihilation of both tribes. What's more, they were even more surprised. Yes, their teacher not only knew the birth of the calamity, but also knew the result of the calamity. Now that you've woken up, I'll let you have a look. Tongtian said, using great mysterious magic power to connect the spirits of the two women, and together they used the magical power of insight into the heaven and earth. Teacher, this is magical power. It's so powerful. How come the heaven and earth are in our eyes? Jinling and Wudaing asked in surprised tones. This is the great supernatural power called insight into the heaven and earth, Tongtian replied. He used his magical power. Tongtian immediately saw Jiyan and Zunti hiding in the void. Senior brother, we planned a Yuanhui and finally triggered a war between the two clans, Zunti said. Junior brother, when this battle is over, we can look for many people, spiritual creatures and treasures who are destined to the west. Get a laugh. Great kindness. Tong Tian can see it, and Jinling Wudan can naturally see it. The words of the two people also reached the ears of Jinling and Wudan. These two teachers look very annoying. Teacher, if you have a chance in the future, you can directly kill these two people. You are obviously not a good person. The two women's wretched looks and rogue words immediately aroused the disgust of the two women. It seems that Jiyin and Zunti are really hated by everyone. Want to seize treasures and opportunities. You two are slowly having sweet dreams. Tong Tian smiled. In addition to picking up Zunti, Tong Tian also saw Laozi and Yuanqi hiding in the void on the other side. And these two, wait and watch my disciple take away the opportunity and luck. After a while, Tong Tian focused on the two races of lich and demons. Ho Yi, get out of here. Dijun blasted the power of law directly towards the witch clan. Holding a bow, Ho Yi's expression changed. Fortunately, at this moment, a group of ancestral witches arrived in time. Dijong blasted out a law of space, and instantly blending with the laws of Emperor Jun's true fire of the sun. Kill me, the heavenly golden crow, how can I let you escape? Seeing that Emperor Jun was entangled by Dijiang, Donghuang sacrificed the chaos bell. The chaos bell became 10 million times larger and floated above the heads of the witch clan. A bell sounded, and terrifying power suddenly appeared. Many witch clans immediately disappeared into thin air. Donghuang, you can't help being arrogant. The ancestor of fire, Wu Zurong, stepped on two fire dragons and came through the air. The powerful law of fire appeared, resisting the power of the chaos clock in the void. Zurong, I want you to die. The demonic body of the Eastern Emperor emerged, looking down at the world. It must be said that both Emperor Jun and the Eastern Emperor are extremely powerful. Their current strength is definitely one of the best among the great powers in the ancient world. Each person fights against an ancestral witch, and they are sure to dominate. Advantage. Dijong, I am strong enough to help you. The ancestral witch of thunder finally became helpless, just like thunder appearing across the sky. Zurong, I am here to help you. The ancestral witch of wood stepped on the two wooden dragons and walked. As the ancestral witch of thunder and the ancestral witch of wood joined in, the upper hand of Dijun and Donghuang was finally suppressed. At this moment, the Great Witch and the demon generals below the battle was also extremely fierce. The Great Witch of the Witch clan is really powerful, so fighting like this is fun. Sky Stick. The ape is still very brave. It is very easy for one person to fight against two great witches. Compared to the ape, other demon generals are just average. Bai Zi and other stronger demon generals can barely deal with a great witch. As for the other weak demon generals, it would be difficult for two demon generals to deal with a powerful witch. Teacher, that monkey feels so strong. It is already difficult for other demon clans to deal with a witch clan, but he can defeat several of them by himself. Jinling said with a somewhat admiring tone. That one is your third senior brother, the ape. Tong Tian smiled and said. That's the third senior brother, no wonder, the two women looked surprised. In this calamity, in addition to your third senior brother, there is also your second senior brother. Both of them are seeking opportunities and luck. Tong Tian Deo. Second senior brother is here too? Where is he? Wu Dang asked. Tong Tian immediately focused on Duo Bao with his magical powers that could see through the heaven and earth. Duo Bao was seen escaping in the middle of the battle between the two clans, and did not fight with anyone at all. Teacher, is this the second senior brother? Why didn't he take action? Jinling asked. Speaking of Duo Bao, Tong Tian felt speechless for a while. His combat power was obviously not much worse than that of the simian, but he seemed to be very stubborn. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to E author, Honghuang Xiaoyan. Chapter 39. The two Westerners who were hiding in the void also saw the ferocity of the thong-armed ape. Senior brother, look at that monkey, how ferocious it is. I think he should be related to me in the West, Zunti said with a heartbroken expression. Yes, after this battle, we will extradite this monkey to the West, Jiyan nodded. Extraditing the Trambrachia? It can only be said that the two of them are joking. Senior brother, how long do you think this battle will last before it ends, on the other side of the void, Yuan Shi asked. Hard to say. However, no matter how long this battle lasts, the two of us must stay here. We must try to seize the opportunity and luck after this battle, I said firmly. The battle between the two clans has entered a fever pitch. The casualties on both sides have exceeded 1 million. Now 6 of the 12 ancestral witches have been dispatched. But despite this, they can still only be on par with Dijun and Donghuang now. Emperor Jun has sacrificed the corpse-slaying magic weapon Hichuluashu. The 6 ancestral witches have also taken out their own witchcraft treasures. Powerful power bombarded the ancient land, and the mountains and rivers within tens of thousands of miles were shattered. After the killing, the air is filled with blood. Bloody and violent energy rises into the sky. Teacher, these two tribes are not only extremely powerful, but also ferocious, Jin Lingdao. Cruel? It doesn't count now, this calamity is only in its early stages. There is also the middle and late stages, which is called brutal, Tongtian Dao. Teacher, you know so much, Jin Lingwudang said with admiration. The Lich Tribulation War shook the world. It can be roughly divided into 3 periods. Now the two tribes have millions of casualties, which is nothing at all. It is only the early stage. The middle stage is the real fierce battle of life and death for the clan begins. The witch-slaying sword forged by the demon clan killing thousands of human clans is very terrifying. Its power has reached a level comparable to the chaos spiritual treasure. With one sword, it can destroy tens of millions of witch clans. In the later period, it is the innate formation of the two clans, which directly uses the lives of the two clans to fight. Dijong, you and the other 6 fought against my 2 brothers, but we couldn't hold on for a long time. What you call the strongest race of the witch clan is a joke. Dijun faced the 3 ancestral witches of space, thunder, and water, and their momentum was still strong. Arrogant. Dijong, I am here to help you. Wait. The ancestral witch of electricity turned into a bolt of lightning and flashed through the air. Zurong, I, Zujuyan, will help you. Wait. The time ancestral witch masters the most mysterious law of time, and it directly sweeps across the East Emperor. In an instant, the pressure on Dijun and Donghuang doubled. The two are very strong, but one person fighting against 3 ancestral witches is already the limit. Against 4 ancestral witches, immediately they were at a disadvantage. In the blink of an eye, the demonic bodies of Emperor Jun and Donghuang already had scars left by the ancestral witches. Dijong, my 2 brothers have gone to great lengths for your Wu clan. I specially prepared a sword. Dijun smiled arrogantly and shouted to Donghuang's second brother, join me in sacrificing the witch-slaying sword. Good, Donghuang heard the sound and responded quickly. Suddenly, a breath of panic burst out from both of them. Teacher, what is the witch-slaying sword? I feel the breath is terrible, Jinling asked. It is a sword of evil spirit refined by the demon clan who killed countless humans. It is very powerful. With one sword strike, he almost possesses the power of a saint, Tongtian Dao. Ah! So smart. Then, aren't the second and third senior brothers very dangerous? The 2 women said. No, they will avoid it. Tongtian shook his head. Duobao has never gone out to fight, obviously because of Tongtian's instructions, he has always been on guard against great dangers. As for the Tongtian monkey, although he seems to have lost himself in the battle, his vigilance against danger is almost his instinct. As expected, after seeing the danger, the two people immediately broke away from the battle and retreated tens of thousands of miles towards the rear. When they reached the area outside of the danger, the two people stopped. When the two people saw each other, their eyes moved. "You monster monkey, fight with me!" Duobeo shouted. The monkey immediately understood what Duobeo meant: fight, fight. These two people are obviously pretending to fight in order to deceive the surrounding monsters and witches. These two apprentices are both drama stars. Tong Tian smiled. A huge sword with 10,000 feet was suspended in the void by Emperor Jun and Honghuang. The giant sword was full of evil energy. The moment the sword came out, all the 12 ancestral witches knew that the sword was not simple. All ancestral witches display the Dharma body of ancestral witches and protect the witch clan. Dizhang shouted loudly, and his body manifested 1,000 times. Here, other ancestral witches also showed their Dharma bodies. 12 huge witch bodies stood in the void. Manifest the ancestral witch Dharmakaya? So what? Dijun smiled disdainfully. The witch-slaying sword, kill. The witch-slaying sword was finally swung down by Dijun and Donghuang. It destroyed the dead and destroyed the evil. A black sword light shot through the air. The 12 ancestral witches and ancestors all left irreversible injuries. Although the 12 ancestral witches used their magic bodies to resist, but the fierce sword energy still penetrated. In an instant, this sword directly took away millions of witches. Dijun, Donghuang, you are seeking death. Everyone in Dijiang was seriously injured, and now so many clan members have died. In an instant, they entered a state of madness. Honghuang, I can reach the sky without realizing the great way, and I will never change my form to author, Honghuang Xiaoan. Chapter 40. Teacher, this witch-slaying sword is so terrifying, will the witch clan be defeated? Jinling was frightened by the power of the witch-slaying sword and asked. This calamity is destined to destroy both races. This is an irreversible result. Although the witch-slaying sword is powerful, 2 sword strikes are already the limit, and the third sword cannot be used. Tong Tian said indifferently. The second sword of the Wu clan finally struck out again. The 12 ancestral witches tried their best to stop it, but the witch-slaying sword was too lethal to the Wu clan. The 12 ancestral witches were injured again, and the witch clan was also injured. Most of the people fell again. If the third sword is successful, the demon clan may really win. But as Tong Tian said, the third sword cannot be killed. Emperor Jun and Donghuang, seeing the Wu clan's successive defeats, became crazy. Proud. Witch clan, go to hell. A sword flew across the air. However, suddenly the evil energy on the witch-slaying sword exploded like thunder. The witch-slaying sword, which was comparable to a chaotic spiritual treasure, was instantly shattered. Teacher, you are so powerful. That sword really couldn't cut the third sword, and it actually disintegrated on its own. Jinling was surprised. Wuodame looked puzzled. Teacher, why does such a powerful sword disintegrate on its own? Because this sword is not allowed by heaven. Tong Tian Deo. Originally, this sword was a condensed evil spirit, and it was so strong because of the evil spirit. However, with 2 consecutive swords, countless witches were killed, and the witch-slaying sword swept away a huge evil spirit. Such a vicious sword, if the lich can still exist after the calamity, it will definitely be a monster and evil sword. According to the path of heaven, this sword should not be born. Therefore, this sword has not yet become a monster and evil, and it suddenly broke out in the middle. The witch-slaying sword collapsed and there was no injuring the 12 ancestral witches in the slightest. A huge evil energy erupted, giving Dijun and Donghuang headaches. Fortunately, both of them have the sun's true fire law. If they were replaced by other quasi-saints with other laws, they would definitely be attacked by the evil energy. The soul was seriously injured and dimmed. The evil spirit swept across. Hutu, one of the 12 ancestral witches, stared at the two dead lich clans with a look of unbearability. At this moment, Tongtian also noticed Hutu. Knowing that Tongtian in the prehistoric calendar, he had guessed that Hutu was about to reincarnate. Suddenly the voice of the system came from his mind. Ding! After testing, the soil will turn into 6 reincarnations, and 2 choices will be given. Choice 1, transform into another form and dominate the underworld after reincarnation. Reward, an innate treasure. Choice 2, refuse to transform and continue practicing to lead to the Great Road. Reward, 3 light divine water. To dominate the underworld, Tongzhen really has no interest. He immediately chose the second choice. The 3 divine waters of the sun, moon, and star, if separated, are 3 kinds of poison. They consume the essence, blood, flesh, and bones, corrode the soul of the soul, and swallow the true spirit consciousness. When De Luo Jingxian encounters him, his body will definitely die and his Tao will disappear. When a quasi-sage encounters him, it will be enough for him to drink a pot. But if used in combination, it has a miraculous healing effect. If the Tao body is damaged and the soul is incomplete, it can be easily treated with the 3 light divine water. Harvested the 3 light divine water, and continued to focus on the lich battlefield with his gaze. Hutu's transformation into reincarnation is a great event. Such a wonderful sight should not be missed. The remaining 11 ancestral witches intend to continue the war. However, the ancestral witch Hutu, I don't have any intention to fight. I have a lot of compassion in my heart. So many members of our witch clan died tragically, so many creatures were destroyed tragically, and there was so much resentment. I should open up a new world and extradite them to give them a chance to be reborn. Today, I am willing to use my body to open up the underworld, evolve the 6 paths of reincarnation, and cross the vast wilderness of thousands of miserable beings. Hope God will answer. Hutu's sweet voice spread throughout the entire prehistoric land. Sister, what are you going to do? All the ancestral witches shouted. Dear brothers, Hutu does not want to see my ancestral witch and other living beings die tragically and turn into resentful ghosts. Hutu's good voice came out. Golden lotus flowers descended from the sky one after another. Heaven agreed, and Hutu can transform into reincarnation. That ancestral witch queen has such a great kindness, she actually has such great ambitions. Jin Ling Wudaing said with a look of admiration. The 12 ancestral witches and the other 11 ancestral witches are all fierce and domineering. Only Hutu has been kind-hearted since he was born. Jin Ling Wudaing admires this kind of kindness, but Tongtian's heart was unmoved. Hutu was kind, but it was precisely because of this kindness that heaven had a chance to calculate. The merits of achieving the underworld are great, but they can never be released, and their possessions are banned. In the prehistoric era, in addition to possessions, the kind-hearted Hutu was afraid that no one else would agree. With the permission of heaven, Hutu condensed all the laws of earth into one body. Using the laws of earth, he transformed into a world. Evil thoughts and wronged souls should have an afterlife. Determine the 6 paths of reincarnation. As soon as the words fell, a mysterious light appeared above the heaven and passed directly into the world where Hutu condensed. Evil thoughts and wronged souls should be punished. 18 levels of hell. In an instant, there was another mysterious light on the horizon. After a while, a solemn and lifeless mansion appeared in it. That is the underworld. There are 6 reincarnations above the underworld, and there are 18 layers of hell in the underworld.